and 12 yards passing, which is a good indication of the different tactics used by both teams.
Now we have a 3rd down and 3 with 19 seconds remaining on the Cotton Bowl clock. The score is tied, 14-14. Number 2 ranked Texas, number 8 ranked Oklahoma. The Sooners have the ball at their own 38. And Steve Owens just helping to run out that clock, waiting for the first half to end. Leo Brooks moving in, joined by Greg Pletz, number 31. There you see the clock. 4th down will never happen. There's a great halftime of entertainment coming up, and don't miss it. The score here at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas, Texas is Oklahoma 14, Texas 14.
Set to go with the second half of the game. Now let's go back to our ABC telecast booth. Chris Schenkel and Bud Wilkinson.
Thank you very much, Bill Fleming. We certainly enjoyed the halftime, giving us an opportunity to catch our breath after a most fascinating and fast first half, Bud Wilkinson.
And the statistics are very interesting. Oklahoma leading in first downs, way ahead in rushing, 173 yards to 31. Texas averaged just 1.6 yards per rush, which is, of course, way below their par. But if you look at the passing statistics, you begin to understand that 12 yards passing for Oklahoma against 160 for Texas. Texas averaged 22.9 yards per completion. Oklahoma won the possession war. They kept the ball 16 minutes and 55 seconds out of the first 30.
Well, Bud, it appears now that, let's see if Happy Feller has put a tee down on the 40-yard line. With Texas having the opportunity, they elect to kick and take the wind.
This is one of those things that you really puzzle over when you're coaching. The wind usually dies down in the Southwest. The later in the afternoon it gets, and you would like to take the wind and then hope it dies down. But if it's not going to die down, you'd rather have it in the 4th quarter. So it's just one of those things that you just don't know about.
And now they have Steve Owens, Roy Bell, and Everett Marshall deep. Oklahoma. That's Owens to the near side. Happy Feller's kick is deep with the wind to his back. Marshall in the end zone. It's a touchback. So the Sooners have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 20 with the score tied 14-14. Next week on our exclusive NCAA telecast, we'll be bringing you the University of California UCLA game.
Oklahoma got good field position twice, and that led to both of their scores. They got it the first time on the Texas 41 and then intercepted the pass to get it on the Texas 16. They're starting now from their own 20.
The deep back is number 36, Steve Owens. And the ball goes to Roy Bell, who now has carried the ball 18 times, picked up 73 yards in the first half. Owens picked up 85 yards, also makes the tackle at the 26, where it'll be 2nd down and 4. And those are the men up front for Oklahoma. 2nd and 4. Steve Owens.
They have everybody leading him, both Harper and Bell going through the hole with double team blocking on the inside. And he simply tries to power to pick up that consistent short yardage.
The backfield, 11 Mildren, 35 Bell, 40 Harper, 36 Steve Owens. And with the ball out to the 30, it is a 3rd down and a little less than 1 yard. And Mildren slides off for the first down.
That takes great athletic ability, Chris. He tried to hit it to the right. It was absolutely jammed up. He had the poise to step back and swing over until he found some daylight.
Some great individual ball players out here, like the offensive center of Oklahoma, senior Ken Mendenhall, number 50 from Enid. So now with the ball at the, let's call it the 32, Oklahoma first down. Bell again, Roy Bell. And 61 in on the play for Texas, Scott Henderson, along with Greg Pletz.
And Texas has altered their defense. They're moving their linebackers up on the line so that they have 6 men on the line of scrimmage rather than only 4.
That's Mendenhall, the center, out of the huddle first, over the ball. Jack Mildren, sophomore quarterback from Abilene, Texas, with a 2nd and 7 at his own 35. Pass way off, intended for Joe Killingsworth.
And a fine catch by Coach Fairbanks.
Chuck Fairbanks, who played end for Duffy Doherty at Michigan State, And in his 4th year at Oklahoma, 3rd as head coach, took over with the untimely death of Jim McKenzie. So now it's a 3rd down and 7. Killingsworth split to the far side. Zabel split to the near side. And it goes to Owens. 4th down. Owens defense on the play.
Let's watch it again in slow motion. Mildren dropping right straight back. Owens is the tailback. He swings to the top of the screen. Mildren sets. Looks downfield. No one is open. Owens is open in the flat as sort of a safety valve, but there's very little chance for him to move as we get a very difficult, very tough, strong tackle by McKinney, the Texas linebacker.
Steinmark's feet. Left-footed Monty Johnson's kick. Taken by Danny Lester, number 23, inside his own 40. A 29-yard punt. Into the wind, and now the field lights have been turned off here on a graying, cloudy afternoon in Dallas, Texas. So Texas gets the ball for the first time after kicking off the Oklahoma here in the second half.
And in the first half, Oklahoma crowded Texas in the line of scrimmage and let Cotton Spire be quite open with only one man covering him.
From the 36, first down, Jimmy Street. Nice run on the play by number 35, Jim Bertelsen. Out to the 41, a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5 for Texas. And Kevin Grady on the tackle.
Last play was the counter off of the triple option, which was the largest average per try for Texas last year.
Spire to the far side, 2nd and 5. Look at that pile up. John Watson is there. Castile joining Ernie Coy of Texas.
And very few people left back in the secondary.
Looked like a reenactment of the very first game, Princeton-Rutgers, 100 years ago, Bud.
Oklahoma is trying to disguise their single coverage now with the 3 deep men playing the normal pattern and then moving right before they expect the ball to be snapped.
Spire split to the near side on 3rd down and 3 from the 43-yard line of Texas. And the fullback breaks loose. Worcester from Bridge City, Texas. And the Longhorns are in Oklahoma territory.
Oklahoma had jumped into a 7-1 expecting the running play, but they don't believe expected Booster to have the ball. Usually on short yardage, Texas will fake to Booster and go out for the wider option.
Now at the Oklahoma 47, Texas first down. Scores tied 14-all. 11 minutes, 6 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. And Bertelsen finds a little hole as markers go down on the field. Let's watch the signal. Our penalties have been all as a result of mechanical miscues. And here's another offside against Oklahoma. So it's first down and 5 now for the Longhorns.
That's only the 3rd penalty of the game. Oklahoma's defense has been offside 3 times.
At the 42 of Oklahoma, Texas first and 5. That was Worcester again. The junior fullback running into Steve Castile along with Albert Qualls, number 81. And as you see, the ball is at approximately the 36, sufficient for the first down. Texas sustaining its drive following an Oklahoma punt on the first series of downs. 14-all the score. The wishbone feed of Texas.
A little hitch pattern to Spire again, but it was low and he was on the ground when he caught it. He would have had time that time had the ball been high enough to turn and face the defender and try to juke him out of position.
There was a good rush on the passer Bruce Deloney, a sophomore of Oklahoma City. But a good rush on Street. And as you see, the ball is at the 37-yard line. Here's the correct score. Wisconsin 27. 13 for Iowa. And Street. Rookie here. face mask, perhaps. Personal foul. He didn't follow it up. But I'm sure it was a face mask, but
one of those things that was so fast and right on the ball, and you could see the Oklahoma players objecting because they felt it was inadvertent, and he probably didn't hold it very long. But if your hand is up there, the penalty has to be called.
So it's a break for Texas at the 17 of Oklahoma, first down. Good effort by Jim Bertelsen, whose parents drove from Hudson, Wisconsin last week, 1,100 miles, to see him star in the Navy game, and are here again today to watch the first-year varsity man go against rival Oklahoma.
Oklahoma continuing to move their 2 linebackers into the line to get into a 6-2 defense, and they overshifted some.
Excuse me, Bud. Spire set away now. Street optioning to Bertelsen. Bertelsen to the 11. Kevin Grady in on the play along with Jim Files. So with the ball at the 11, it brings up a 3rd down and 4 at the 11 of Oklahoma. 9.5 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Oklahoma scored the first 2 touchdowns. Texas came back with 2 to tie it up.
You could hear that up here, Chris.
Didn't you, though? Worcester, the fullback, felt it more than anyone else. Number 30.
Pierce, the Oklahoma defensive halfback, has changed his play against Cotton Spire. He's sitting on his inside shoulder about 2 yards off the line of scrimmage. So if this game progresses, it'll be interesting to see if Spire can beat him.
Happy Feller, number 5, has kicked 1 of 2 field goals this year. And let's see if he can do it again. From the 17 plus the 10 of the end zone, a 27-yard kick on an angle, severe angle. Up and it's good. Timeout here at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas, Texas. The score, Texas 17, Oklahoma 14. On the last Oklahoma play, number 60, Bill Elstrom, injured. Native of Galveston, Texas, a senior. And Mike Mullen will fill in for him. And, of course, you see he's getting immediate medical attention here at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas as Texas, on a 27-yard field goal about a minute and a half ago, took the lead for the first time today, 17-14. Now Oklahoma with the ball at its own 26. They have 3rd down and 19. Mildren, the ball took off on him. And Fred Steinmark of Denver, Colorado, one of 3 non-Texas on the 22 starting team. There he is. A pass intended for Shelley, and now each team has been intercepted once. And Texas gets the ball at the Oklahoma 49.
This will be a key test of the Oklahoma defense. If they can dig in and stop them now, they'll be very much back in the ballgame.
Jimmy Street, number 16, quarterback from Longview. Worcester.
One of the things that you overlook about this Texas team is the tremendous blocking of their 2 halfbacks, Ted Coy and Jim Bertelsen. That was the fake that time, but Coy was blocking on Al Coyles, the Oklahoma end, and he knocked him right flat on his back.
Just received word that Elstrom has a sprained right ankle. Smarts. 2nd and 7. Great catch around the 37 of Oklahoma by Cotton Spire, number 88.
And thus far, the single coverage of Oklahoma has not been able to contain Spire.
First down for the Longhorns. 3rd quarter, California leads Washington. Washington State leads UCLA 23-7 in the 3rd quarter. Spire now with 7 catches for Texas, 110 yards. And Ted Coy, tri-captain of the Longhorns, gets to about the 34. Qualls and Castile on the stop.